Well, thanks for visiting us here at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Morses, and we have your weekend forecast update. We've had some gorgeous weather to start out your Saturday. That will continue into Sunday and likely Monday as well. So if you have some outdoor plans for the rest of the weekend, those are going to be just great for us. We're enjoying much lower humidity and just pleasant temperatures for this time of the year. But looking into next week, we do have some rain coming back, especially on Tuesday. Tuesday alone, we could see several inches of rainfall. And next week, just some typical temperatures. We're expecting the highs will kind of stay here in the 70s and low 80s, so not too toasty as we get into next week. So the reason for the great weather today, of course, high pressure building in across the plains here. That is funneling in that dry north wind and really dropping our humidity, and that's what's giving us the great feeling weather today. Didn't feel any of that mugginess that we've had around the past few weeks. Given the dry air, we'll have chilly temperatures tonight, actually dropping into the 40s as well as the low 50s, and then tomorrow afternoon under the sunshine, low humidity once again, and looks like everybody will top out between about 75 and 80 degrees, very similar to the highs that we had on Saturday, so nearly identical weather pattern with just a light breeze out there throughout the day as well. So this ridge of high pressure that's going to be centered over Texas here and the Arklatex over the next 2 to 3 days or so, that's what's going to keep us dry through Monday, but once that high moves out of the way, you can see our next low moving down the western United States coastline there. That's the one that will bring some of the heavy rain by Tuesday. So you can see next few days here, that ridge of high pressure will kind of break down, and that will send some rain in as that low pressure system kind of approaches us late Tuesday, or pardon me, late Monday into Tuesday. So we'll likely begin to see some pockets of heavy rain throughout the day on Tuesday. The severe weather potential is still, I would say, to be determined at this point, but given the time of year, temperatures likely warm enough, likely in the 70s there on Tuesday, to maybe generate some severe weather. We're not in the outlook as of now, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do wind up in the outlook by the time we get to Tuesday. So make sure you're just kind of keeping up with the weather forecast this week. The heavy rain will likely taper off Wednesday, but notice the center of this low just to the northwest of us. That will keep us in a position where we'll likely see some additional showers maybe Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But the heaviest rain and the majority of the rain that we'll see over the next week or so is coming in on Tuesday. In fact, we could see a good 2 to 4 inches of rain alone just on Tuesday. Of course, that will have to drain out through the rivers and lakes, which are already running high. A lot of the lakes in minor flood stage, rivers have been going up as well, and this is only going to add to those problems. So we'll really have to keep an eye on the river and lake flooding as we go into next week. And it is going to be, again, some wet weather on Tuesday. It's a little uncertain just how much rain will pick up after Tuesday, but I would expect these chances of rain Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday kind of low end of the scale as far as the rainfall, or at least how much rain will accumulate those days. Majority of the rain will come through on Tuesday, but given the clouds, given the rain chances, we'll likely see these pleasant temperatures with highs each day. They're in the 70s and low 80s, and overnight lows in the 50s and 60s.